All right, so this week what I wanted to cover and what I wanted to kind of give you guys was drills to do at home. This week I wanted to kind of tackle speed and kind of go over some drills as far as sprinting goes. And the reason why I think that's very important is because speed is a big factor in the game. It's a big factor of all different aspects of the game, from defense and offense. I thought it was a pretty cool fact, and I think that you guys definitely should know. Speed is one of the first things that tapers off, as time goes by. It happens pretty quickly. I mean, so if you're not running or actually doing sprint, something to help increase it, it only takes 1 to 5 days before it starts to taper off. As opposed to, say, strength and endurance. Strength and endurance maintains for up to 30 days. So you can use this time to do quick sprints. You don't need a lot of room. You don't need a lot of space. It's all pretty much, small areas. So you can always get faster, and you can always maintain. But there are 4 P's of sprinting. There's power, there's position, there's posture, and there's phase. So like I was showing you this before, one of the major things is power, one of the 4 P's. What power is force times velocity. So basically how strong we are times how fast we are. So by increasing speed, we increase power. So that's just a basis of power. And speed and power, they go hand in hand. Speed helps with batting averages. It helps with on-base percentages. It's hand speed. It helps. So it helps offensively. It helps defensively when you're going to make a play. All right, so power is very important. The next P would be position. Position as far as how we want our body to be, say we're going into this sprinting phase. So we know we want, when we're doing certain drills that we're going to go over, we want to make sure our toes up. We want to make sure our knees up. As far as our hips go, our hips and our pelvis, we want to make sure our hips are square and our pelvis is tucked in, so we don't want our butt sticking out when we're running, just think about that, and we want our shoulders to be relaxed, we want our arms to be relaxed, and pretty much we want our neck to be relaxed. So those are kind of positions to think about as far as form, I guess you would say form. Posture is the next P. Posture depends on what phase you are of running. Like, say, a power line. Like if you were to take, so that's where my little drawing comes in handy. All right, so that's different phases, and this is a posture. So if you are standing up straight, good posture would be taking a line and drawing your line from the back of your head to, say, the back of your heel. We're not slouched over, we're engaged, our core's nice and tight when we're coming to run and stuff like that. So posture has a good part to do with this. Path of least resistance, that actually has to do with posture. So when you're running the bases, you want to take the path of least resistance. So that means you want to be kind of like aerodynamic. So depending on the phase, which is the next P, depending on the phase that you're at for running, depends on what kind of posture you have. So that if you are taking off, that's when you're digging in, to the balls of your feet and you're pushing off. That's when you got that 45-degree posture. That's when you're at this part of your sprint, this part of your explosive takeoff. When you're sprinting, boom, out the gate. That's when you want to be at that part. Now, as you're going in for, like, say, home to first, you got a single, you're going to be in this position. It's a single, you're going home to first, and you want to be at that 45-degree angle. You want to use, the balls of your feet to push off, and then that's when you're going to be at this phase. But let's say you're trying to get other extra bases, or you're, at your max speed, max velocity. that's when, you can't be running, like that and digging in like that. That's when you kind of start coming up into a different phase of running. And that's when you're less at that 45. And when you're getting faster and you're kind of at mass velocity, that's when you kind of start running and you become, I guess, more aerodynamic. So those are the 4 Ps. We've got the power, we got the positions of your body, we've got the posture, and we've got the phase. So positions meaning your toes, your knees, what your body should be looking like when you're running in proper form.